The room code is VTAM.
Your vote is appreciated. For the crown.
Not long ago, on a night so dark that everyone had to squint a bit, there was a gathering of the world's most ingenious detectives, who by chance were also the world's most duplicitous murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points for committing them. Each detective came prepared with 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But be careful. As a murderer, you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as part of the image, like so. If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now. By the way, if you've played before, you can turn off tutorials in the pause menu. I promise not to take it personally.
As you were. There you are.
Your time's half gone. You should be starting your second drawing. Each detective had brought a loyal accomplice disguised as a party guest. Use your device to give your guest a name. Any ridiculous alias will do, but don't leave any clues to your own identity.
Yes.
Yes.
It's done. First rate.
Perfect. And not a moment too soon.
Everyone, your attention please. Please welcome our honorees for the evening, the world's greatest detectives. I'm your host, Lord Tippett. I'm a great fan. Oh, you brought gifts. You can set them down anywhere.
Looks like one of your drawings is out in the open just as well. These gifts represent every type of weapon you'll see this evening, and no detective draws the same weapon twice.
Oh, and allow me to welcome your esteemed guests. Wonderful. Now, let's just... Good heavens! A blackout? I'm much too rich for this sort of inconvenience. At least with you all around, we can be sure there won't be any foul play.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Time to make your move. Choose a guest to murder on your device. Then guess which detective brought them to the ball. Use your knowledge of what your fellow detectives may have written, or simply take a stab in the dark. If you're the first to figure out who brought a guest, your murder is successful, but your weapon will be left behind as evidence. And get on with it before the lights come back.
At last, let's resume the festivities, and what in snails! 4 of our guests have been murdered!
Each murder earns the perpetrator a secret point. And the longer you get away with it, the more you can earn.
Well, at least the world's greatest detectives happen to be here. What a stroke of luck. To the detective board. Aha, we've found the murder weapons. Let's start by focusing on just 2 of these dastardly implements. By examining the bodies, we can tell how many dreadful attempts were made on each guest's life.
And if you brought one of these guests, each of those attempts earns you points.
This is odd. If I didn't know better, I'd say these weapons are the same as some of the gifts you all brought.
What a coincidence.
Unfortunately, we really only have time to solve one of these cases.
That means the other murderer will get away, for now.
Examine the evidence and talk through your theories. Choose the case you have the best chance of solving.
What's this? Don't waste my time. At once.
Come on.
Don't ask me why, but I'm the only one with the authority to break this tie. I admit it, I invited this guest, which isn't weird because it's my party. That's why I'm loaning one of you my lucky magnifying glass. How about you? Use your device to move it over the evidence for a closer look. Now, everyone hurry and vote for who murdered this guest.
Make haste.
Come on.
Whoever has the most votes when time runs out will be convicted. You suspect one of your fellow detectives was the murderer? Fess up, detective. Are you innocent or guilty of this crime?
The system works.
Oh, whoopsie-doo. Still, if any of you did vote for the actual guilty party, I'll see to it you're rewarded with points at the end of the night.
And as for our escaped murderer, keep lying low and there will be even more points in your future.
There's one pair of murders left to investigate. My suggestion for this round is to do a better job. I wish there was something I could do for those of you who brought these guests.
I'm sure there's something I can do.
All right, detectives, you know the drill.
And if you're a murderer, deflect suspicion onto the other case. Your life depends on it, or at least your sterling reputation.
I've got it.
Aha!
Let's
Very
now. Hurry.
Oh, come on.
Here you are. And the rest of you, feel free to yell at them if they miss something. I wish I had any idea who the murderer is.
Well, we can eliminate one suspect. Their drawing for this weapon is right in front of us.
What's this? At once.
Come on.
All right. My. Don't dawdle.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Joke's on you.
Did we say guilty? We meant you looked gilby. It's local slang meaning forgiving and attractive. As for the murders we didn't get to, I promise we'll get to it later. Now, all of you... Oh, codfish!
It looks like we're running low on weapons. And guests, draw 2 more weapons using the prompts on your device. You'll be hiding the same letter, but it may look a bit different than before.
See to it.
That's half your time. I hope you used it wisely.
Perfect.
Now enter a name for your new accomplice. Remember, an accomplice that no one tries to murder doesn't do you any good. Give them a name that really pops.
Dandy. It's done.
Yes?
Nicely done.
Oh, I see we have some late arrivals to the festivities. Please join me in welcoming our new guests. You're even more popular than I thought. Oh no.
Choose another guest and guess who brought them. If you're right, the dark deed will be done.
Let the record show that at least one person is still living. Me. I'm the person. Nobody move a muscle, especially if you're a murderer. Twice in one night? That's blooming onion!
Why?
Even more murders? This will be in all the gossip pamphlets. I know it. Sorry for making you work on your night off, detectives.
Come on. Very well. Come on.
All right. Aha! Move your feet. Make haste.
The suspense is killing me. Is it the suspense? Did the suspense do it?
I'll pay the salary.
Let's see.
Don't forget you can use the magnifying
Where
glass
is
to highlight
at
what...
once?
Don't deny it. What a faux pas. Worse than the time I used a fish spoon instead of a scallop fork. The bodies may be getting cold, but this beef Wellington is still piping hot. Now, don't let...
Hurry, you don't want to leave the party without a kill.
Everyone stay calm. Well, I'm beginning to get a little woozy from Champagne Supernova! I'm afraid I must take swift and decisive action. I'm not validating anyone's parking. I don't think either of these was a boating accident.
Aha! Ow! Don't waste my time.
All right.
Get on with it.
All right.
Someone's metaphorical fingerprints are all over this crime.
Now we're having
At
fun.
once.
Very well.
Spill it? How dare you ruin my party? You'll just have to stay for the rest of it, so we can show you how to be a polite guest. Great work solving that case. I'm keeping track of who votes for the guilty party, and awarding each of you points when you're right, even when the rest of the group gets it wrong. Now let's get back to midnight. We've still got a ton of unsolved murders, and I am not going back to prison. Look, just take a guess at all of the remaining cases. I'll give you points if you're right, even if the group votes the other way.
And I'll give murderers extra points for every detective they fool into voting for someone else.
Time is running out. Please hurry.
All right already.
Aha! Don't dawdle. What's this? Make haste.
Plot twist. Let's keep them coming.
At once.
Tally-ho!
I forgot about that one.
Aha! Ow!
My.
Shake a leg.
goodness.
Nicely done. Next.
Very well.
What's this? At once.
Come on.
I knew it. I didn't. Next.
Yes.
Make haste.
Come on.
I've got it. Let's see. Don't waste my time.
You're a natural.
Come on.
All right.
Yes.
Good. Celebrate later.
Aha.
Yes. Get on with it.
What's this? At once.
What, Excellent work, detectives. Well, some of you, the rest of you, not so much. As promised, I've been keeping track of who the best detective is. Let's see who gets the prize.
But there's also the matter of who the best murderer is. And who brought the most popular accomplices. And our overall winner is...
Congratulations. The night is over for you. Poor old Bennington, on the other hand, will be burying bodies until sunrise. Now go!
Anyone here single? Sorry, I meant got any singles? I gotta take the bus home today. If there's too many of you, some of you can be in the audience. I promise it's
Welcome, potential hires. We're thrilled you've applied for this exciting employment opportunity. If you haven't guessed, I'm the boss around here, but I like to think of myself more as a buddy. A boss buddy. Water? Someone will get that. I can tell you're all great candidates. Unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of you, and only one job. It's incredibly stressful. For me! That's why I developed a revolutionary new hiring process. I'm going to interview you all at once and force you to judge each other. Whew, I feel more relaxed already. Deborah, clear my calendar. It's time to get to know our candidates. My first rule of management, a friend is just a coworker you haven't worked with yet. So let's get acquainted. I've sent some icebreaker questions to your device. Answer them any way you want. There are no rules. Except this one rule. You gotta use at least 5 words, okay? Our employees have to be able to engage in a little small talk. It's my first rule of management.
Time is up.
Hey, let me out!
Okay, I'll just file these. Now that we're all friends, I'm sending my first incisive interview questions to your device. But instead of typing your responses, you'll be using words from your fellow interviewees to answer the questions. Fun, right? Tap any word you see to add it to your response. If you make a mistake, tap the word again to remove it. You can also drag words around to rearrange them. Can't find the right words for what you want to say? Then say something different, pal, because that's all you're getting. The first rule of management is limitations foster creativity.
timer. Finish your answer before time runs out.
Show me what you got. How do you unwind after work? I know one of these is better than the other, but as a test, why don't you guys choose? Choose your favorite now. Using words from 3 different people is worth a reward. Variety is the spice of business. What would you say has been the high point of your career? What makes you unique? If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? That was a truly brilliant display. Let's see who's my current favorite. The biggest number's the best, if you ask me. Anyway, let's try a couple more icebreakers. Okay, you know the routine. Write whatever you want and don't be afraid to get descriptive. Paint me a word picture, dang it.
I'm here to inform you that you've used half of your time. Finish your answer before time runs out.
I've never read better submissions. Or any submissions. Round 2 of questioning. This time, I want to know how you would handle some tough workplace scenarios. Remember, you can use any word you see on your device in your answer. Try grabbing a word from the question itself. The only limit is your imagination. And also there's a time limit.
Half your time is up. Hey, you're almost out of time.
Here we go. You have been watching Flora attempt to charge her phone with the wrong cable for an hour. How do you finally intervene? Vote for your favorite now. This round, every vote earns you even more points. The company is using security software to spy on everyone's computers. It's for your own good. How do you respond? Nice trick stealing words from the question. You can use just about any text you see on your device. You find yourself working late alone with the chatty custodian. How do you get around the fact that you don't know his name? Your manager texts you after work hours. What do you text back to let them know you're off the clock? I'm not much for reading, but from what I skimmed, you guys did great. Let's see who's in the lead. Legally, I have to tell you that none of this is binding until a contract is in place, blah, blah, blah. Let's do one more icebreaker. Don't overthink it. Just put down whatever enters your mind. Unless you're thinking about parkour. It's like, cool it with the jumping.
You should be halfway done now, okay? Time's almost up.
We don't recycle all this paper. Just the words. Okay, it's the final round, and it appears we're missing something. Your resumes. Probably my fault. I tried to print them out, but Greg was printing his screenplay. But you know what? I don't need resumes. Just finish the personal statement that's already started on your device. It's your last chance for a home run, so slam dunk it through the goalpost, champ.
Hey, let me out.
inform you that you've used half your time. Hey, you're almost out of time.
All right, business time. Go ahead and vote already. It's the final round, so I'm upping the point bonus even more. And that's it. You're all fine candidates. Except maybe you. Anyway, only one of you's getting hired. The job goes to... Congratulations, you're our new assistant to the assistant manager of thought conflagration. Welcome to the team! Oh, and Stephanie, you're fired.
Life is short, but the days are long. Never thought we'd be feeling so blue. Stuck at home with the TV on, wanting something important to do. Somewhere where you can be the you that you know you can be. Somewhere where snacks are free and friends beg for coffee and tea. You got a bachelor's degree. You need a job. Go get a job. Oh, you need a job. Everyone job. Get you a job. You need a job. It's true. Well, have I got a job for you? We've got perks like a dental plan.